So, new mic position. God, I haven't got a pin lock in this clear visor. I almost never use it. But it's incredible how quickly it steams up. It's steady, boy. I haven't really ridden at night, but the headlight's pretty good on the street. Really good. Put some heated grips on. So yeah, 51 miles in, and I think it's fucking awesome. I really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I'll tell you what, I've only had sports bikes before, but the visibility on these headlights is fucking awesome. Considering I'm only on mid, like, low beam, full beam's a bit shit. You do feel a lot more vulnerable at night. You sort of feel a bit more exposed to everything. It's been a shite day. I was going to ride to work, but the weather was crap, and I just want to get a few vids on the GoPro and just practice messing around with Sony Vegas Pro. I've moved the mic now into the cheek pad, which seems to work quite well. It's comfortable, whereas before it was wedged in the side of my mouth and made me sound like an absolute moron. But yeah, no, it's good. It's all good. I don't know how this should work really, this whole motor vlogging thing. Just about rambling your inner thoughts. There's nothing particularly that I need to say other than heated grips. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Whee! Need to keep it below 6k in order to run the engine in properly, because otherwise it'll start to polish the bore and all sorts of stuff. I don't know enough about that, to be honest, so I'm just going to trust that that's what happens. You don't realise how good pin lock visors are. Yeah, pin lock, jeez. I only got it in my tinted visor, I only got one. And it's just like, it's fogging up already. I'm like barely breathing, and it's only if I open my chin piece to let the air in. They are ingenious. You don't realise what they're doing, I don't think. I do love this bike though. It is a seriously awesome machine, and it, you know, it may not be number hungry, you know, it may not have 200 brake horsepower, it may not have X amount of God knows what else, but from a fun factor point of view, from a let's get on, you know, I would never dream of riding like I am now, in the terms of time of night. It's not particularly warm, but I would never dream of bringing out a superbike. I would never even think, right, I'll get on the S1000 or I'll get on a Gixxer or whatever. It just wouldn't even contemplate it. I'd just be like, yeah, I don't think so. Whereas on this, I was like, yeah, let's go for a night ride. Let's be Michael Knight. Oh yeah. I think I've done about 70 odd miles or something like that. I think it works out at. I'm only wearing a pair of jeans, Kevlar jeans, and a jacket, a textile jacket. It's not warm. I don't know what it is, but it's not warm. It's 9 o'clock. I can appreciate that this straight road is not probably particularly exciting. It feels weird riding in a clear visor. You almost feel exposed. You almost feel as the whole world can see inside your little bubble that you hide yourself in. Da, 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 da. Close it again. Close it. I don't know what the wind noise is like. I've made myself a little dead mouse. Do you know what? I found dip beam easier. Maybe not on corners. Yeah, I'd made myself a little dead mouse. Did a bit of research. I thought I can buy one for like 15, 20 quid. Or I can get a shitty old hat I got and make one myself. So that's what I did. And yesterday it proved to be quite effective. You get that little flick where it sort of, headlights on bikes should be so much better. You know, when you think about headlights on cars and the technological advances that they have with LEDs and this, that and the other, and I know the Ducatis, you know, your big expensive Panigales or what have you, and it's cheap and what have you to just bang a halogen bulb in, but oh, this machine's awesome. I cannot wait to get it past 500 miles, get its first service done, and open her up. It's just good. It's just so responsive. I rode the Speed Triple as well, and in my head, when I went to ride that, I was like, yeah, Street Triple all day long, you know, every single day. I think I love the double pipes and stuff like that. And then I rode this first. I know this road relatively well, and there's a nasty little pothole as you come out, and you have to keep it's there. Yeah, I rode the street first, and then I rode the speed, and I got off the street and I was like, yeah, that's cool, I like that, I enjoyed that, that's good fun. But I just got off it thinking, right, now let's get onto the bike I want to buy. And I got onto the speed, and don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike it, and it had the arrow cans fitted to it. At the moment I've just got a standard can on this, but it will be getting an arrow can after its running period. Apparently Arrow have got some manufacturing delays, but the speed, you know, sounded amazing. It had, on overrun, it was phenomenal. It was addictive. It was literally like, right, crank up the throttle and then off, and then it was like ba 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 ba, and then it was again throttle and off, throttle and off, and it was amazing. But I just didn't get the same feel that I get on the street. It just felt to me, for my size, my confidence level, my ability, whatever it may be, it felt for me just a bit cumbersome, just a bit big, a bit lardy, a bit heavier, a little less responsive. I just did not get on with it. I went thinking, right, the speed's for me. The other thing that's nice about the street is, oh, I've got to watch out for trees, it was flipping windy last night. Yeah, the other thing about the street is, from a convenience factor, more than anything else, but I think every bike should have it. It just blows my mind in this day and age why they don't. It's got a fuel gauge, it's got a gear indicator, you know, it's got miles per gallon, it's got all that stuff that, you know, is just useful. It's just really useful to have. You do sort of get this feeling of loneliness. You do get this feeling that no one else is around. It's quite bizarre. It's very different to riding in the day and in a tinted visor. I think heated grips make all the difference. I had to go and buy the official GoPro adapter, which I covered in a video after I picked it up, but that was just a fuck around video, because I bought like 2 off eBay, none of them worked, blah 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 blah. But I gave it a little test on the way back, like from this place to home, which is only a 15-minute ride if that, and yeah, it worked really well. But where I had my dead mouse, I had no room in front of my mouth, like behind the chin bar. I just had this fluffy little thing stuck in my mouth, and I was, yeah, it was, I sounded weird. I'm going to turn around and go back, I think, just because the next bit of road takes me to the next village, and then I'm like almost at work, which is ridiculous.